Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Keep It Reet YouTube channel and to another episode of your favourite host, Jay Scott Drifts. I just got back from New Zealand. Me and Jay's been over there, smashed out the first round of D1NZ, and I'm going back very shortly for the second round. Got a 4th place finish, which was killer, and yeah, we hurt the Barrawags, but she's going to be coming back swinging hard. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for everyone that jumped on Tag the Wags, supporting all your names on the roof with the fresh livery. Ooh. We haven't been filming a whole lot of content in the factory because, well, A, I've been away, and B, we just got a lot of little jobs going on, but we figured we'd give you a little bit of a workshop update and update you on some of the cars we got in here and what's going on. There's a bunch of AUs in here, as per usual. Guess we'll start with the almighty Ute. So we got it semi-tuned, we had the trigger issue, we got the trigger fixed with the Ross goodies, and now Tylee and maybe Corey, don't know, have been working on this.
It's been a team effort.
So what's the fresh dude, Corey? Adam fresh haircut. Ooh,
speed.
Sharp, Tylee, show us shit. Good speed.
Too fucking fast, boys. Too fast.
Nice. But yeah, so we did end up, Tylee put on a HKS turbo we had laying around to just see if the turbo was causing all the compressor surge. Don't think it was the turbo. We're going to try driving it with the boost controller unplugged because the tune is unfinished. The boost settings might be a bit aggressive. We're going to sort that out and we'll be going back to check a tuning to get a finalised tuna fish. The boys have been doing a dual caliper setup for the hydraulic handbrake. So the hydraulic handbrake has always been in line and it's been a bit average. So we now have twin calipers, one that doesn't have pads. Oh, where are the pads? Do you want to talk to us about what's going on over here, mate?
Might as well.
Come over here. Mind the mess.
Mind the
You can
mess.
tell that I haven't been.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, what do we do? Well, before it was inline setup, so came from the original master cylinder up the front, used the same fluid, just came across, went up through the floor and right next to the seat. But we've cancelled all that and just connected it back up, so it's just original brakes to the rear brakes now. And instead, if you come under here, you'll see we've run our own completely separate line with a different reservoir, and obviously the only master cylinder is the handbrake now. Runs down, Corey. It goes down that way, and then it goes down that way. Couple mounts, keeps going.
Corey's explanation.
Comes up, and then you'll see, look, this is the real tricky part. It goes 2 ways. You wouldn't read about it. We had some line left over from when I did my handbrake, so that's not hardline, obviously. So we just ran that, and then we've used hardline across and more flexy, because flex is good when you're going to something that's moving, obviously. I don't know how long the hardline would last there, but probably not very long.
So how have you mounted 2 calipers on here?
Well, Corey got the old backing plates off the original diff, because this is a diff I'm guessing that we just bought.
A supporter donated it to us.
Oh, shout out to whoever you are. Cheers for the diff. We haven't seized it yet. Almost did though.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. Diff King just built this one for us, and so we pulled the old one out, and it's over in factory 4. Pulled the old backing plates off, cut them in half. I don't know if you've filmed this before, but you might want to come back here and they'll just be able to see. 4 bolt holes, so it's real easy. You just cut both of them in half and bolt it up and tack it in place, weld it up. That obviously makes sure that everything's in place so that it's not going to sit weird on the discs. Super simple, anyone can do it. Do it yourself on your daily. Real good idea. Go get defected like me. And then yeah, you got handbrake, original brake, completely separate
Yeah. So that some people get away with running the inline brakes. I've never had any luck with them. They're a bitch to bleed, and they're really weird to use as well, especially if you want to handbrake into a corner and use the foot brake. They fight each other like this. Not a fan. I know some people like them, but dual caliper. Separate. So I'll be ready to bleed soon, correct?
It will be. As soon as we get some pads in there, we could steal those, but there's no point. They should be coming tomorrow, hopefully.
I don't know if I ever talked about these ghetto things that I made. Tried to make some tramp, yeah, axle tramp bars. So, because leaf spring, when you drift them, a lot of the time the diffs twist and you get that axle tramp. It's horrible. So basically you put it in an adjustable bar so you can preload the diff in one direction, and it basically loads it up and stops it from being able to twist. Haven't really had a chance to test it much.
They've been loose every time I've been under here, so...
Nah, that's because it's full droop though. It loads up.
No, this loosens itself, so I might have to sort something out there. Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm only the person that tightens them.
So yeah, we'll see if it works. It's a concept. It's there, but it needs a bit of R&D. But I think it'll help. It's seen like a couple little duggets here and there, and there's slides.
Duggets? Yeah. Give us a explanation on what duggets means. Dugget.
No, just a little.
Is it like Uggadugs or?
So yeah, that's that. This thing's sick. The boys also ran the exhaust under the diff so it doesn't hit anymore. Starting to sound a little bit louder. Jason's talking about potentially putting a 6-boost manifold on this so we can get that crispy RB note that it's missing. But for now, yeah, we're gonna get the dual caliper sorted. They put in new seat rails so the seat sits lower. Put in a bit of polyurethane on the gearbox mount to try get a little bit of isolation because she was a pretty vibrating girl. And yeah, she'll be off to the dyno, retune, and get this thing swinging because it's going to be a car for guest drivers that come over for the Battle Royale series to drive to and from the track, and it's probably going to be a car for people to jump in and drift like guest drivers. They probably already know who's coming for this Battle Royale, don't they?
Yep.
By now. So yeah, Dave Egan too. Moving on. The next AU, the almighty AU 100, has been sitting on the hoist with no gearbox for way too long. Jason wants to convert it to a hydraulic clutch like we've done with this one. He wants to put the TR6060 gearbox in it. So we had a GM TR6060. We've sourced a Falcon bell housing that's going to bolt to, and then to our Intech. MPC are hooking us up with a spicy twin plate clutch. AU House have sent us some of their spicy cut and shut knuckles, the same ones we run in this, so we can get some locks. So that's some AU House goodies right there. So they've hooked it up. So there's going to be a video on that coming out soon. She's getting the full makeover. It's then going to head off to the boys at Shockworks. They're going to be doing some custom coilovers in this thing. It's just going to snowball even more from there. Potentially getting a built diff, the same as this one. So 31 spline billet axles, full spool, etc. And she's probably going to get ARP head studs and valve springs as well, so we can crank the shit out of that Intech. If the motor blows up, we'll probably build it. 500 kilowatt Intech AU. Oof. And it's the best looking AU in the world. So yeah, pretty excited for what's to come for this thing, but we've just been trying to source a bell housing or gearbox. It's been really difficult, but we finally got the bell housing yesterday, so the clutch can now be built and we can start cranking on this thing, so stay tuned for that. I'm recently single, so if there's any ladies watching, I'm kidding. Unless, hit me up, J Scott Drifts. Send photos of your ass.
You're gonna have so many dudes onto you now. It's gonna be unbelievable.
The Reet Fleet. So they're all supposed to be getting a refresh. We've got a bunch of fiberglass panels, except A, we got no time. B, Jason just wants to keep driving them, so it's kind of difficult. But Jason's gonna be driving this at the Battle Royale round 1. Dave Ings is gonna be piloting the Pink 32, so we're gonna get that in here and give it some love. If you didn't see at the Friday night drifts we just did, he backed this into the wall, folded the rear end in half. Corey's pulled it straight-ish, trying to get it straight enough for him to do an event in it. The boys did just pick up a rear clip from about here back of an R34. It's in the other factory. We can put in a clip of what it looks like here.
That's a skyline.
But yeah, Corey's banged it out straight enough. I think we might have to get a rear window, I guess. And yeah, I don't know, she's looking, like butchered. She's looking real butchered.
Well, this was like folded up.
Yeah.
Here. It was like this.
It was pretty bad. Poor cars, man. What do we do to them? My S14's not looking much greater. So yeah, I think potentially after Battle Royale, this will get the rear clip, over fenders, all new body kit, new doors. He's got new doors for both these cars. Speaking of, R33, we're filming a video refreshing this, so it's had a bit of love already. It's got new doors on it, new guards, all the wraps been pulled off. Tylee did a pretty damn good job considering of the. Pretty sure I just dented that. Tylee did a pretty damn.
Just give me a compliment.
No.
Cut out. Cut
Nope.
that out.
No,
Cut it out.
remove that. Tylee's been doing a shit job over here. Yeah, pulling this thing straight. So this thing was really bent as well. This side mainly was completely caved in. So we spent a lot of time pulling that out, put on a new rear end, as you can see with those snots right there. So it's got a new rear end for the tail lights and the boot mounting, stuff like that. That's free-ish. You had lots of fun.
That's bent. Don't look at the bottom. Nice. All the bottom line up. The car doesn't line up though.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing flares on this thing, which is going to be something different. So it's going to be a full custom wide body with these rear over fenders for 33 sedans. Pretty difficult to get your hands on. So something like that and a full new kit, and we're going to be painting this thing instead of wrapping it. So that's a nugget.
Just a factory full of
Got
nuggets.
a rear end on that bike.
Has a rear end.
How many events do you reckon till he sends that back straight into a wall?
First one.
First one.
Yeah.
No backy comps for Jason. 0 backy comps. Same with
Banned. I've also been working on some pretty spicy giveaway cars that I can't show you. You would have already seen the 4-door 32 sedan that I actually did the presenting of on the giveaways.
Once again, he's single. If you, you'll see it all over Instagram.
And yeah, we got some spicy cars coming up in the works, so stay tuned. If you're not a member already, jump on it, keeperit.com.au, sign up to be a loyalty member. It's like $5 a week, and you can go in the draw to win all the spicy giveaway cars that you keep getting spammed on your phones to see. Australia and New Zealand participants only. Get on it. Fight me, you dog.
He's been going to the gym. I think it's huge.
If I look swole,
You look like you've lost weight since you started.
for you VL lovers, we have something that you might enjoy. We have a new car. We have purchased a new car. When Jason gets back from New Zealand, we're gonna do a release video on that. And there's gonna be some pretty cool content coming out with that. We're gonna mess around with the factory motor before potentially putting in a different motor. So that's gonna be Kang. Wagon V3. We're also getting some companies to jump on board. I don't know if I can talk about who's getting on board so far.
Not yet. It's a secret.
We've got some exciting companies getting on board Wagon V3. That thing is going to be on another level. If you enjoy the current Barrawags, prepare yourself for Wags V3. You ain't ready. Anyway, little workshop update. hopefully be back to our regular schedules of Kang content soon. Hopefully see you all down at Calder Park this Friday night.
I think it.
Ish. Feb 24th, Battle Royale. First round of the Battle Royale series kicking off. Don't miss it. It's going to be insane. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you very soon.
You need help. Jesus. No, none of that.